I can't see. Everything needs to be rewicked. I did not do any maintenance over the weekend or earlier today. What's up, everybody? Woo! She's a little spicy. Fresh battery. Maybe this one will do all right. Maybe this one's okay. Little spicy. What's up, Patrick? It's definitely not where you parked your car. But it's a good thing you're here. Hey, dude. Where's your car, dude? What is up, everybody? Welcome to Wickin It and Kickin It. Happy Monday. Hope everybody had a kick-ass weekend. And even better start to your week. Let's take a second real quick. Take a sip of coffee. Cheers. Let's put that one there. Let's grab this one. A little drippy drip. I've kind of been saving this one, letting it steep throughout the week. This is Neil's banana. Holy shit. What is happening right now? This should be muted. Wait. Hold on a second, guys. Yeah, this one chat should be muted. Mute. All next 8 hours is fine. Sorry, guys. All right, and then Kaz, and then, okay. That one chat was really throwing me off. It should have been muted. This, I've been letting steep throughout the week a little bit. I have been hitting it a couple times a day. I want to rip on this with a little sip of coffee right now. Yeah. Neil did such an awesome job on that recipe. I'm so glad I picked up that Wonder Flavors banana custard so we can mix it last week. The banana has really come around. It's really starting to like thicken up. become a little bit more deeper, darker, richer. The coconut isn't as like in your face towards the front and overpowering. The texture from the banana itself is really nice. And the custard cake layer is really starting to come into its own too. I think it's safe to say, still pending a single flavor test, but just from being the only banana flavoring in this mix, the Water Flavors banana custard is a suitable substitute for the VTA. If not, just like Cassie and Tim said, a little bit better. Hopefully everybody is enjoying something a little tasty today. I am exhausted and was running way behind today. I actually didn't even start getting anything set up or prepped until like almost 6:30. The only thing I did was like I created a thumbnail like super duper late last night. I have been extremely bogged down with JMW orders. Shout out to all of you guys for supporting JMW. Really appreciate it. It is my livelihood after all. Everything on this channel is powered by JMW. But still sponsored by FDH. And of course also supported by all you wonderful people, as well as Liberty Liquids. We love Liberty Liquids and FDH Liquids around here as well. Let me know what you guys are rocking with. Feel free to just drop it in the chat if you want to, or you can DM me on Discord or hit me up on Facebook Messenger. I need to take a second to kind of lock in here. My eyes are heavy. I'm feeling groggy. I did not sleep the hours that I had planned. I finally laid down for good around 2:30 maybe. The mailman finally came around 3 o'clock. So yeah, I finally laid down around, no, it was like 2:42. The mailman finally came. And I had already like laid down and dozed off like a couple times prior to that. But officially finally got like a solid block of sleep from 2:42 until about 6 o'clock. I had set my alarm for 4:30, but that didn't wake me up. I laid back down until about 6 o'clock. Now here we are. Nothing prepped, no DIY tonight. I just do not feel like mixing for the stream. I have enough mixing to do already. A little disappointed by the mailman. He still did not bring me my Cathylamec. Informed delivery told me, the header on the informed delivery email said out for delivery, but when you actually check the tracking, still hadn't left California. I'm hoping maybe it's just on its way without being scanned. I just hope it fucking moves and it gets here, man. That was still not delivered. That was kind of part of the plan for tonight. I was going to rebuild something or rewick something to run on the Cathyla. And still not here. Still hasn't moved as far as I know. Let me grab these before I forget them. We got Kaz, look at you. Save image. 824 dash. Where are we at? 11. I did manage to at least grab a couple shots, several from some of the same people. You'll see when we get there. Man, I am just out of it. Save image as 824-13. What's happening? Why did that happen? -13. Save. Nice, Patrick. Cassie. Save image. Give me a second, guys. I'm grabbing your guys' hand checks and desk checks. We're trying to lock in. Oh, that's why. That has 2 dashes. 14. I did see that picture. Yeah, you do need a shelf, Patrick. I did read all your text messages, Patrick. I just didn't have the energy to respond, and then I passed out. I still have 2 massive orders to fill. And I ran out of VG at one point. Thankfully, I was able to freaking overnight some while waiting for the shipment of 4 more gallons to come in. That can go. This needs to shut up. You see what happens when you don't line it up, folks? Do you see what happens? Do you see what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass? Oh, I got that picture already. Sweet artifice. A little Big Lebowski for you guys. All right. I got a couple things that I wanted to talk about today. Actually, one thing in particular. I don't know. I've been kind of, you know what? Let's say what's up to people first. I don't want to bring everything down already. 24-hour news cycle kind of had me locked into a trance over something over the weekend, and it had me comparing the actions of people who are chronically online to how people actually don't really give a shit about kids vaping. And it's all virtue signaling in the comments when people talk about the youth vaping epidemic and trying to convince people that you may as well not vape. The ones that say, oh, well, neither is good for you, so you shouldn't vape or smoke. Those types of cop-out fucking comments. Yeah, that type of shit pisses me off. Those are the same people, the same mothers out there who say that they relate with fucking Lindsay Clancy. And they're all full of shit. But let's see who's here. Dr. Dalton. In the hizzy, Frank Neal, yo, face me. What is up, dude? We got Justin here. What do these hieroglyphs say? Yeah. Mallory is here. Hey. Hungry Hippo. Oh, yes, sir, indeed. Neil Pitts. Good to see ya. Tokugawa is here consistently now. Great to see you, my dude. See, I knew you'd be back regularly. I knew I didn't prematurely give you the wrench. Dickie Mo, yo. There's Artifice, says hello world. Ryan learned today that there is a phobia of large underwater man-made structures. Anyone know the name? No, that's crazy. I don't know the name. I don't know the name, but sure, large bodies of water stress me the fuck out. Dude, now I can understand large bodies of water stressing you out. Hell yeah. Howdy, Stolen. This is F. Okay. What's up, Patrick? Let's see. Hungry Hippo is here. Good evening. Little fruit fly. Artifice got his Voorhees squonked, but he forgot his R3 at home. That sucks, bro. Yeah, definitely not where you parked your car, bro. But you might as well stay for a while. You also got 4 bags of 13 feet cotton. Oh, yeah, that's going to last you a good while. Blue Diamond is here. Welcome, welcome back, Blue Diamond. I know you've been very busy. It's great to see you. Did the time change, or are you guys just really excited to be here today? Yeah. The time has been 7:15 the past few weeks, just because it's been harder and harder to lock it in. Because I have so many more things to set up. Today it was because I laid down and overslept. But the extra cameras, the microphones, and all that stuff, making sure the microphone is charged, especially on the weeks where I'm trying to set up DIY stuff. We've been starting at 7:15. That wasn't the plan for today, but it just kind of happened, just to make sure I give myself enough time to get everything rocking and rolling. We're still trying to start at 7 p.m., but sometimes I push it back just to get a few extra minutes. Monday is exceptionally happy because I took off. Oh, tomorrow off work. Awesome, dude. Hope you have a good day off tomorrow. It's not where I parked my car. Your pants box set is so near, bro. Dude, that's so fucking awesome. The Patrick Conquest mixtape, custom mixtape box set. I'm excited for it. Hey, Cloud Chucker, what's up, dude? 404 said the color I picked out will look so good with the candy green R3. Won't see the setup until I get home in the morning, and probably won't get to Wick It until tomorrow. That makes sense. Hey, you'll get it. You'll get it. These things happen. Even put some fresh staples in there. Oh, yeah, some nice staples. Lady Liberty, hello. Hello, St. James. What up, gent? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Shots and prayers for the birthday boy. Everybody take a big fat old rip off of whatever you're vaping on. Fill that shit with fucking positive vibes and a little happy birthday energy. Say some prayers for an awesome another year living on this earth. For St. James, shots and prayers. And just a reminder, if there's anybody that you know that's ever going through anything that could need a little positivity sent their way or some prayers, feel free to shout them out. Shout some prayers in the comments, and we'll rip a few clouds for them on stream. Send that positivity their way. Happy Monday, everyone, says Blue Diamond. How has everyone's summer been going? We're almost through, and autumn is right around the corner. Yeah, but you're not supposed to say that out loud. This means summer just came to Vermont. Yeah, I can feel that. And it will be winter there again. Ooh, that's an even nastier word, winter. The actual Patrick Conquest pants box set, first to own, is a motherfucking stereo. I think that's supposed to say Steve-O. Baddest motherfucking mix on this earth since Miles Davis. Hell yeah. I got something queued up. I actually almost thought about trying to play a snippet from my old freestyle tape. I don't know how it's going to play out, how it's going to sound, because it's very quiet. I know you said that you did kind of fix the audio levels and stuff a little bit. I'm not exactly sure how you're going to be able to send that to me, Patrick, but we'll figure it out. I almost thought about pulling. I do have a little section queued up. I don't know how YouTube is going to like it, because I have no way to prove that it's my music, and plus the beats that I use were copyrighted, so I don't know if that's going to work or not. Happy birthday, everybody's saying happy birthday. I love to see that. Yeah, happy birthday, James. Mr. Cody Taylor. Well, all these cool ass peeps indeed. Yes, sir. hit me up on Discord. I got you. Woo, Ryan. What's up, dude? I did also see Mike DeBreeze. I don't know how far down it was, but before he leaves, because he's not always able to stick around long. What's up, Mike? It's great to see you, as always. That from all the orders coming in? Yeah. Wow, that's not the only reason. Sorry to hear. Yeah, well, listen, being busy is a good thing. I'm just not always the best at managing my time. Things don't always go as planned. Dean did finally go home to his mom's after spending a couple weeks here, though. So that frees up a little bit of time. My eyes are heavy as well, Steve, says Tim. Been putting in too many hours, moving large equipment in the storefront, playing Tetris, trying to reorganize everything. Yeah, that Tetris game, I'm well aware of it. There's Mike. I knew we weren't too far off from him. Mailman gonna catch those hands. Dude, it's not the mailman. My mailman is rad as hell. But all the other freaking facilities on the way here from California, I don't know, man. They're slacking. They're just slacking. A lot of typos. It's all good, Patrick. Getting a huge vape mail tomorrow, said Tokugawa. Gonna have some fun building new stuff. Let's go, dude. That's awesome. I love to hear it. It's always exciting. Neil Pitts is on his Delta Squonk. Bonza RDA Strawberry Twinkie Milkshake. Flip side with the recoil, the banana coconut custard cake. That's what's in here. Same RDA. Odin 100. Druga RTA. Kind of wish I never got rid of my Druga RTA, but anyway. Crunchberry Shake. Dilemma Solo, Bonza RDA, chocolate covered strawberries. Dang. Sounds like quite the lineup. Sent you one on Discord. I did get you the Discord stuff. Thank you, Brink. Thank you, sir. Chatting with Fresh03 at the moment. So in and out of chat. Oh, what's up, Fresh? Mr. Cody Taylor says, I got mad vape mail and I'm stuck at work getting rained out. Did I see that? Did I see your mad vape mail? I can't recall. I can't recall. Oh, yeah, there it is. No, that's not you. Maybe you didn't post it. But either way, you'll get to it. Neil Pitts says Gen 2 Recoil RDA on a new recipe, raspberry coconut cheesecake. That sounds great too. Hell yeah, dude. Sound a bit under the weather. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sick, but I think it's just from being up late, and sometimes my nose does get stuffy sometimes, but I don't feel sick or anything. And then my throat is probably groggy because I haven't been awake for more than an hour and 40 minutes. I don't know. It's hard to say. Posted your live link in the TGCC since you didn't. Oh, yeah. Well, I never posted it in there. I never really thought about it. Because they don't have a share your content section, so I wasn't sure if it was okay. But if you want to post it in there, hell yeah, that's what's up. I guess it's just something I've never asked if it was cool or not. Let's see. Was debating sending in the picture of the Voorhees mech because I don't have the RDA on me, but the box came out so nicely. Yeah, I got a bunch of pictures. I got some of the pictures that you shared. Yeah, videos are hard to share from Facebook. Let's see. What's at Steve-O? What are you saying, Patrick? The bots? What bots? I'm so confused right now. Those fucking psychos, yeah. Cody Taylor got a Bonza mech with a Bonza RDA, topside squonk with a white recoil, and Prime Minister Harrier combo. Let's go. Yeah, the Harriers, a bunch of people went in. Oh, dude, okay. I have no idea what you're saying, dude. They don't care about the same level chemical addictions. What about the youth side epidemic? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, wait, they don't care about the same level of chemical addictions. Well, here's the thing. If those women don't care that a lady murdered her 3 children, how am I supposed to be led to believe that they give a fuck about kids vaping? That's my point. And it's the same people. It's the same people always that are chronically online. Yeah. Lindsay Clancy is the woman who murdered her 3 kids. And there's like this huge movement of women online supporting her, saying, we see you and we relate with you. Posting all these videos, basically saying same. And they're bringing their children to a protest, or not a protest, or whatever you want to call it. They're bringing their children outside of the trial to support a woman who murdered her kids. They're holding their children in their hands, basically saying they feel the same way that lady felt. It's fucking nuts, dude. If I was a kid and I understood what my mom was talking about, I'd be calling fucking CPS myself. Soda, not slide. Please have Dean try Aqua EQ rather than Peace. It's okay. We'll give it. I'll try to remember it. You have to remind me later. It's not always easy to remember things that come up on stream. Sometimes I do. Banana suit will protect you. Let's go. Banana suit. Coffee cheers. Yes, coffee cheers. That's what I need. A little more sip of coffee. But it's not just that. It's like other things that people support online. You just tell people are full of shit. And it always comes back to my mind is how does that relate? How can that relate to the struggles and the challenges that we face in the vaping industry? Let's see. Not even the banana suit enjoys the rain. Just set up a 28 millimeter Nightmare on the Kennedy. Slapping. Let's go. My 28 millimeter Nightmare. I was going to try to break mine out one of these weeks because the acrylic cap on it is cracked, but I think it still might be functional. Bro, you got to slow down, man. Oh, it's all good. Let's see. Got a free Voorhees keychain. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Keychains are rad. I've been starting to try to give out some of the JMW keychains when people place like fairly decent size orders. I've been trying to hand those out. Where I gotta hit the focus button here. Where is the focus button? There we go. Does the MTL rip work for? Let's see. 28 millimeter Nightmare got redemption on my Dreamer clutch. Hell yeah. Let's see. Man, am I going crazy, or are all of you guys like typing weird shit in the chat tonight? Let's see. He's talking to Dickie Mo. Not fat, but flavorful clouds for whoever. Hell yeah, Patrick. It's taking forever to remaster the whole tape because technically it's mastered at different volumes. It's coming out kind of weird. Yeah, well, I mean, here's the thing: is the tape is originally recorded on a voice tape recorder. I set the tape recorder in between me and a boombox. I played beats on the boombox. I hit record, and then I rapped towards the voice recorder. So the levels from that they're going to be all over the place, and there's going to be like tape hiss, there's going to be interference, depending on I can't and that tape was from 23 years ago when I still drank heavily daily. So a very large portion of all that was recorded while I was inebriated. Like I would come home from work, I would, knock a few back, I would shed time. That was my daily routine. I would write rhymes down in my notebook. And then when I started feeling a little bit amped up, or if I wrote something that I was like super stoked on, I would cue up a beat and I would hit record, and I would record it. And some of that stuff was later turned into live versions of songs in one of the bands that I was in. Some of it was re-recorded on a much more quality mastered track. I was in several different projects with lots of different friends, different rap groups. Then there was like a live band that was supposed to be like a live, like rock and hip hop fusion, but my buddies gradually started making the music harder and harder, and started, because their intention was to gradually push me into being the front man for a metal band or some kind of punk rock thing. The music got louder and faster the more we played. That wasn't the original intention. I always wanted it to be like a live hip hop band. Kind of like how the Roots play with a live band, but a little bit more hardcore punk rock influenced. Do you know what I mean? But it's tough, man. When you got friends that grew up punk rockers, the music always would tend to get faster and faster, louder and louder. Every time I take my Nightmare V2 off my mech, there's juice or condensation under the deck. I can see that. It's because that's why I always said the Nightmare V2 wasn't ideal for dripping. It was more of a squonking RDA. Also, my Noisy Cricket upgrade kit is on its way. Hell yeah, from Shreya. That's what's up. Is that ramp airflow? I'm convinced of it. It is. It is. Cloud Trucker's got a serious question. Was changing my Kennedy 25mm mech with the Kennedy 25 on top. There was juice on the inside and on the battery. I don't know how that happens. Sometimes that happens, dude. I'm not sure how. Allergies are going crazy, says Neil. Started spraying the fields and it's hell on me. Dude, that's rough. Yeah, that's what I think. Sometimes that might be what's going on with me. Or sometimes I because I chain vape so much, sometimes I get that VG nose. Let's see. Advocate for Liberty's answering Cloud Chucker. Need JMW stickers if you got any? It all depends on how many 30 mils I sell. Because the stickers come from the scraps making 30 mil bottle labels. Because I cut the 60 mil labels in half and then save the logo from the center and send them out as stickers. And I had a bunch of them, and I was just started throwing like 2, 3, 4 into everybody's packages, and then now I'm kind of low on them. I've got a few right now. I'll definitely send you some in your package, and I'll toss you a keychain. Did I give you? I already gave you a red keychain, so I'll toss you another color keychain. 404. Got 6 more days, and I still have my house back to myself. Oh, that's right. Let's fucking go, Paul. Dude, we're counting those 6 days with you. What's up, Paul? 6 more days, guys. Let's keep Paul in our prayers as well, so he can regain his home from that harpy. Just trying to get my picks. No, you're good. I paid it. I apologize. It was free. I get it, Patrick. I get it. And it's not just you. It's just the dinging. I got to set up my notifications better so it's not ding, 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 dinging while I'm doing this. And that's a lot of that's on me because I didn't line it up. I didn't prep things the way that I probably should have tonight. Then I'll go through all my stuff, see what they've taken, and then take them to court again to get my things back. It's just stupid that yeah, it is stupid that you have to do it that way. It all looks good inside, buddy. I'm confused. Huh. Yeah, I don't know how you can get juice like that. Dude, it's possible that maybe when you were setting things up or when you put your battery in that you had juice on your hands that you didn't realize. That can happen sometimes too. It happens to me all the time. I get juice on my fingers that I didn't even realize I had. If better is wet, the 510 is most likely the reason. I don't know. Attila has rapping in their metal and same with Palisades. Yeah. So each track is a different level. I'm working on individual tracks. I'll get it, but give me a week. Dude, bro, I mean, honestly, I didn't expect you to do that at all. So listen, if that's a project that you want to work on and you're enjoying doing it, I appreciate it. I do. Dude, if you can seriously improve the quality of that sound, I will fucking love you forever, brother. Not that I wouldn't anyway, but you know what I mean. The track of the tape after the Superman skit, you were gone as fuck. Yeah, dude, I was. That's why I said when we originally made a digital copy of that, and it was broken up into tracks, and the skits in between were like lined up a very specific way, so they were like intros to the songs. And the Superman one we cut out because it's literally the only part of that tape where I was probably blacked out and don't even remember recording it. But at the time, I kept it for a reason. I can't remember why. And it was bad. And it was depressing too. Need some of that Rip Trippers lotion? Hell yeah. Stephen Lane, what's up? Put the lotion in the bucket. If you want to cut the JMW logos off my labels, I won't mind. You can do that. Mallory is ordering herself some Asian food tonight. Don't feel like cooking and need an easy night. That sounds so good. Sounds so good. Paul Cole says the worst part to me is that I loved all those kids. That is the hardest, man. I've been there, but she turned them against me. That's the difference. What happened when me and Dean's mother originally split up the first time, because we were on again, off again for like 10 years, for a while, is that I just stopped being able to see Dean's older siblings. And that was mostly because of their father. Their father stopped allowing them to come visit. And that's tough. It is tough, man. You fall in love with the kids. You're a family, you know? The second I broke up with her after everything I've done for the kids and they're treating me like trash. I'm so sorry to hear that, buddy. Dude, Paul Cole needs the shots and prayers. He's going through some stuff. But we're going to load up some clouds with some positive energy. And what's another... And just like the spirit of a new beginning for Paul Cole, because that's what he's going to experience. Things are going to turn around and things are going to be better. It's just one of those things that sometimes you have to walk through hell before you come out on the other side, you know, in a better place. So shots and prayers for Paul Cole. We love you, brother. And don't forget, the community is here if you need anybody to talk to or vent to, message. Hopefully you're talking to someone. Rice, what's up, good people? Rice, it is time. It is time for rice to be blue with all the rest of you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Have pasta salad and broccoli salad and a piece of chocolate cake with PD icing and PD chips. Hell yeah. Asian food. It does sound awesome. Let's see. My ex told them I didn't want the. Oh, that happened with you and your stepkids, said Tim. Yeah. Lady's eating a banana. That's good. You got to talk to them and straighten it out. Hell yeah. It's tough, man. Sometimes you got to crack some eggs in order to make an omelet, right? Well, actually, not sometimes. You have to. And there's another saying: you can't bake a cake without sugar and salt. Things are going to turn out for the better. It just takes time, my man. You got a whole community here to support you, which reminds me, let's not forget how important mental health is. And if you're struggling with anything, please know that you're not alone. If it's needed, you can visit that website there, or you can dial 988, or if you're in the UK, you can dial 116-123. Someone shared the Australia one the other day, and I forgot to write it down. But it is in chat and the Friday blog. But please, let's make sure that we're reaching out to the people in our lives and letting them know that they're loved. It goes both ways. And if you do need help, please remember that one of the most bravest things you can do in this life is to reach out and ask for help. There's plenty of people that are willing to help you, or just be a listening ear in a time of need. How is everybody doing? You had a really rough week at work. Yeah, that's why we're here. We're here to try to hopefully decompress from maybe a rough week, or to start the week on a positive note, whichever it is. Because I remember Ern used to have like a different day of the week that he used to call Friday. And because not everybody's week is always just starting on a Monday. Sometimes it's ending. So glad to be chilling right now with you guys. I'm glad to be. That's what I really needed today, and that's what I thought maybe like a big portion of today was just going to be focusing on just kicking it. We'll wick something, but mostly just I needed the kicking it, man. And Seamus is going to be streaming tonight, so I want to make sure that we're finished by then. There it is. Australia Mental Health Hotline is 131114. Thank you, Face Meat. I'll have to add that. 131114 is the Australia hotline. Appreciate you. Had 2 McChickens for dinner. Blah, just got them because it's cheap. Yeah, I used to do that. Used to just swing through the drive-thru to grab like a McChicken or a McDouble. I don't typically do fast food that much these days, but so that's yummy. I got a few things out. I've got a few things that are still in rotation from last week, but they're pushed to the back because they're in that stage where they're going to need to be rewicked or swapped out again. But we are still rocking that sexy Vicious Ant Spade, the Wu-Tang Killer Bees colorway, the Versailles RDA with that freaking ripping mech burrow coil, Kinks mech burrow coil on the inside, and this is all loaded up with the FDH El Caribe. This coil, dude, it rips so hard it's hard to explain. That El Caribe is good though. Billet box, of course, always the handy dandy go-to anytime I'm about to leave the house. I have this set up for the most part so I can grab it and go. I ran out of my over 9,000, which is the lemon coconut pound cake. So I just started filling it up with skeleton key. JMW skeleton key. I think I need to turn the wattage down. Hopefully this doesn't need to be rewicked as well. Oh, I forgot to snag the picture of the setup. Shout out to Cody Taylor. Because he reached out and I was able to find that SAN AIO I was looking for my son's mother. Coils were shipped this morning, but she's all set up, and hopefully that SAN AIO with the ship sub tank on the inside keeps her rocking for a while. Because it would be like every month I would have to scramble to try to help her find a new vape setup. Ryan says, real talk for a minute. I was in the middle of a divorce and a mental breakdown when I joined this community. I hadn't left my house in 9 weeks. The first time I went back out, I did it because I was in hangs with you guys. I literally owe you my life. I love you guys. We fucking love you too, Ryan. And I remember that, man. I remember that. And that's why a big reason why I always like to invite people to come hang out in the hangs after the show. Sometimes that's the most socialization people might get during the week. Now, a big part of me wants to say that I'm probably not going to hang out after the show tonight. But if I see people hanging out in there, I will probably at least pop in and say what's up. I want to encourage people to hang out. Maybe it's not in the JMW Discord. I know there are other servers that people hang out in, but JMW is the only server that I can invite you to because that's the server that I'm under control of. You know what I mean? So if you ever see people hanging out in the JMW Discord, if you're a member there, hop in and say what's up, guys. It's a great time. And we really get to know each other in those hangouts. Always have your back, brother. I love to see it. I love to see it. You guys fucking rock. That might need to be rewicked sooner than I expected. And then we got the tester set up. This still has 1, 2, 3. That needs to be dripped. The butterscotch pear, that we did last Monday. Was it last Monday? It's coming around. LT. Thank you. There's the link for the JMW Discord. It's a lot thicker than it was day one. The pear has really settled down. It isn't as bright, top-notey, and juicy because the butterscotch has really thickened up. The LA butter rum is helping that butterscotch. And the croissant and the brown sugar cookie have really blended into this really nice bakery layer that you get on the finish. I think it could still use some tweaks, but it's tasty. The butterscotch pear. And that's everything. I still got the Bonza Pro set up, but that needs to be rewicked again already, I think. I don't have a battery in it right now. I think I want to rebuild the Anunnaki. I think I want to try a different set of coils in it, but I don't think we're going to do that tonight. The Unknown, what's up, dude? That's a rough story. So strong of you to finally go back out. Yeah, absolutely. I know how hard this can be. Paul says if I get into another relationship, she's going to have to be pretty damn special, not rushing anything. Yeah, take some time for yourself. Yeah, Advocate for Liberty said if anyone's ever struggling, Break the Stigma Discord almost always has someone around to respond, even if it's been quiet in there. for those times when you can't find Beyond available, but need it. Yeah. And please feel free to drop the link to the Break the Stigma Discord in the chat. Still struggle with mental health every day, but I don't talk about it or show it because hanging with you guys makes me forget how shitty I feel as this 404. Every day could be my last, but you guys get me going. Yeah, man, I love to hear that. Not that you're struggling, but that you are benefiting from being around the people in the community. Anunnaki been busting with 2.5 drip theories. Nice. See, I think I want to put some 2.5s in mine. I've got plenty of sets of Duchess coil bullies, and I love the way that those rip on a mech. I was thinking about maybe trying those in there. Kim C is here. Late, but woohoo! Yes. I do want to take a look at what you guys are vaping on. But I love the conversation. I'm kind of glad that it's kind of turned into this positive note about mental health and helping each other, keeping each other lifted up in this community. Because I literally wanted to go off for a good minute about what I was bitching about earlier, but I really don't want to take it there. I just say that like vaping saves lives, and there's nothing that anybody can tell me that's going to make me think otherwise. And it's not even just the fact that I was able to quit smoking. Quitting smoking and having a safer alternative to enjoy was just the beginning. There's so many other benefits that I got. The community is probably one of the major parts, but also something that's a hobby that keeps me busy. Hobbyist vaping, rebuilding, it keeps my hands busy. DIY has become a livelihood for me. I used to be a chef. So there's lots of aspects in creating recipes that still scratch the itch for what I used to do for a living, except minus the toxicity of working in a kitchen, which is why I had to take a step away from that industry for my sobriety. But I did miss cooking and learning other people. No matter how much I learned, there was always another chef that I could learn more things from. And DIY is very much like that. Very much like that. I've had past panic attacks for years, says Rice. Couldn't go to the mall without getting panic attacks or driving a car to a distant friend. Was pure anxiety hell for me. Dang. Had that for literal years, but I'm finally free of them for 3 years now, I think. Although it still is a part of my life, which I need to accept. So I feel you, man. Yeah. But it sounds like it's definitely taken a positive turn. This community is really awesome. Just having like-minded individuals and dope people in your circle is everything. Fuck yeah, dude. Paul Cole said he was diagnosed with PTSD, bipolar depression, severe anxiety, and agoraphobia. Definitely rough sometimes. And yet you're here every week. At least that's what I love. You guys are at least here in the chat, checking in every week. And I appreciate you guys sharing some of your stories and your hardships. And I think it just goes to prove that what we can get through when we're supporting each other. You guys are all a testament to that. I sent a picture to your messenger showing the inside of the Kennedy tube. I have cleaned it, but still worrying that it was wet inside. It's a mech. Yeah, I understand that. Would have likely already fallen back off the vape train yet again if I didn't have this community, said Justin. Also, my love for the hobby side and seeing everyone checks and what they enjoy. Let's go. Think I'm not in the Discord. I need to get my ass in there. Artifice dropped the link up there a little bit ago, but I'm sure he'll drop the link again. Or anybody else beats him to it. Oh yeah, okay. Let's see. I'm gonna snag that picture, and we're gonna take a look at it. Dash 16. We're gonna take a look at it. I want to play something real quick. I really do, but I just don't know if it's gonna mess up the fucking the replay or not. Gosh darn. Let me get this out of here. Glad you're doing better. There you go. I'm curious. I wonder how this is going to work. Window. Nah, it's not even coming up. Oh, wait. Maybe I have to do that. I'm curious. First I have to turn this music off. Hold on. We're going to look at your checks in a second, but I want to see. Let me turn this music down for a sec. And let's see if you guys can hear this okay. Wait. Hold on. I forgot if I hit the audio. Yeah, it's on. Okay. Oh, yeah. See, no, it went away. Hold on. Boom. Boom. Audio share. Let's see if how this sounds. Gosh darn it. Where's the play button? There it is.
Check this out. Steve-O. Life 1, Volume 2.
This is 22 years ago.
Soundtrack. Nice to meet you. Let's pound that. Stay strapped like a seatbelt. He felt the session before the beat even dropped. Got caught up in situations of divine intervention, self-discipline. Let's listen in. You win some, you lose some, you smoke some, you spill some. Beer on the pad makes the ink bleed. Little booze and some lead, pens, pages, and mics. Cause that's all I need. Whether slamming some brews or slandering crews. My annex like mechanics mishandling tools. Dismantling fools. Going so crazy, feeling hazy ass lazy lately. In between these rhymes, there needs to be more rhymes, but you know what? Fuck it. I flow on premise, don't even rhyme unless it fucks the shit out the page. The pen's busting nuts like the rage got the best of me. Scribble like bitches working the track. React back once the beat snap. Beers flow like the atmosphere of the alley you're bowling in. Rolling wings, picking splits like no shit. Take a hit, hold it in. Exhale, respond, transcend beyond. May I play through. Page 2. Forget everything we've learned, burn too much. My crutch holds me up like lightning striking twice. Mind cycling like bikes, need some more air in my tires. You're all
fucking fired.
Fuck. I like to break that time of your life type shit. Like roll that shit
tight, kid. Let me fucking light it. Sometimes I get too excited.
Forget what I thought. Tongue
yeah.
Headphones full blast.
Head bobbing while I walk through these streets. Crazy train brain beats.
What else, yeah? Communication barrier. Shit gets scarier before it breaks down. Lip to make sounds. I get out of shape now. That's how the style stays fat. I'm back into shape by the second side of the tape. Keep it real for heaven's sake. I got fucking jokes like
3 lighters and some beer, but nothing left to smoke.
Decisions. Knock, knock, who is it? Corkscrew mischief. Couple favors later, got a cool glass of wine. Wish I was more social, sitting round token bowls. Losing track of where the fuck did my lyrics go?
This is probably my favorite part of the tape. Yeah, this is me. It's like 22, 23 years ago.
That's straight. that shit tight.
You hear it okay?
Where do these words come from? Itty bitty dum dums,
Dum-dums,
hum like the drums, dim
um.
sum like a taste of the finest. Rhyme this like a kung fu flow pro with nowhere else to go. Oh no, attack of the need to rhyme tight. Dodge the limelight that might turn you orange. Never underestimate your binge. She can't find the key, squeaky door hinge. Stumble like I need to mumble through jumbles of weirdness. Hear this beer kiss, first it filled this, guzzle it, kill it, fill it again. Pen spilling like water, slaughtered by the ballpoint, scoring points like balls. Everybody cheers if you're alcohol, either brawl or fall.
Yeah.
Man up, stand up, throw your hands up, and what? Why you gotta talk shit? Show some respect or mind your fucking business, if even only for a couple minutes.
Yeah, it really does. 404. Dude, I haven't done anything new like this in fucking years.
I've been imagining things.
I said, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go for it. If they mute it, they mute the replay, whatever.
Home is wherever your head lays, sleepwalking for days, been imagining things. Brain totally blown out, zoned out, got out to rot along the money, even hold out. Life is a bowl full of cherry flavored bullshit. Might taste like cherries, but you're still eating shit. Burns into your soul slow like tobacco. Roll the right way, right tonight, slay those demons. Wake up screaming. That's enough daydreaming for now, like pow in my own face instead of yours.
Pour another beverage.
Here, dude, fear is food. Fear and truth. Fear and truth, like truth or false. No false communication error right there. Humans chasing their worst nightmares.
Nice. So yeah, that is probably one of my favorite sections of that tape. There's a whole bunch of tracks on that. We'll see how many we can get away with playing as the weeks progress. Some of them are like very, very recognizable beats that will probably get copyright stricken, but I think it's worth it. My son took that tape. He got a new tape deck that I showed you guys the other day, and he connected it to the inline on his PC somehow and ran it through Audacity and digitized it, and then he emailed it to me. I was pretty stoked. You can hear it just fine. Awesome. Reminds me of, oh dude, Del the Funky Homo Sapien with less armpit and butt crack references. Bro, actually some of the songs get pretty raunchy because a lot of it was alcohol inspired. I'm sure Kaz or someone could make you a beat to do a Wickin It Kickin It rap so you can get copyright. Yeah, maybe. I haven't actually rapped or written anything new in so long, especially since getting sober. Dig the microwave smoke alarm punch-ins. Yeah, bro. I don't know. It was a blast from the past to listen to that. And some of those lines, like I forgot about some of them, but they come back to you like when you listen to the replay. You know what I mean? And towards the end there, dude, one of the things that we used to always say beer is food. And I love the way that I snuck that in there, because some of that was written on just these little scrap pieces of paper. Like I vaguely remember recording that. Some of those lines were written on little pieces of paper that were just jotted down as notes. And then in between those little handwritten notes was actual off the top of the head freestyle lines. So like at the end, I say, here, dude, beer is food. Absolutely gay-tarded with CR strikes. They hit first and ask questions later. Yeah. I do want to share what you guys have been vaping. This has mostly become a hangout night, but that's all good. Sometimes you just got to kick back and hang out with your peoples and share some 20-year-old freestyling. They just hit Davey 504 with a copyright strike for playing Sound of Silence in a silent room, but he didn't actually play the audio as a joke because it was a silent room. No shit. That's crazy. I don't even remember whose beat that was. I think it was I don't know. It's some freaking DJ fucking instrumental album. I used to buy all that crap just to literally have beats to rap over. So I do want to take a look. I know I'm not the only one that likes to see what people are enjoying on a week to week basis. So let me get situated here. I could have swore that was open. Okay, yeah. I also hold on, come on. Ode Artifice a video, so they literally copyrighted actual silence. That's freaking wild, bro. I owe Artifice this video because he sent it in on Friday. This is the beginning of our folder here. The Twisted Messes Squared. Hell yeah. Are we sharing audio? Because that was some pretty damn good crackle, especially in that Twisted Messes Squared. One more time. Let's go. I could have swore that it was going to let me switch, but I guess not. I'm going to have to stop, close that out and go back again. It's in that folder. That's what I don't understand. Like, why? It should just let me skip to the next picture. But it did that. It did it last week, didn't it? I could have swore it did. Either way, we're going to get right back into it. Of course, you know, every Monday, Hippo has got his lineup doing his cleaning. And from top to bottom, he's got the Osiris Mini, Bonza Pro, TM24, Recurve V2, Tsunami Reborn, and the Dead Rabbit MTL2. All parts from all those different atomizers. Clean your gear, guys. Maybe it doesn't have to be all your gear every single Monday, but it is a good practice to get into. Clean your gear. The more regular maintenance you do, the longer your builds last too, I find. Cheryl sent in her burrow device. I'm not sure. Does that say the Alpha? Yeah, that's the Alpha. I'm not sure what burrow device that is. Is that a Twisted Timmy's what's the Def Mod? That's it. Def Mod collab. Mango, blueberry, pineapple. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That sounds delicious. And there's the Voorhees mod that Artifice has been talking about. Just got himself a nice Voorhees Max Glonk. Loving the weather this week. 70s all week. Hell yeah. A black Ultim Comfort tip. Twisted Messes still has them on his site. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. A YouTube creator that got a copyright strike on playing his music he wrote and composed. Yeah, I've heard that that's happened. And hopefully, dude, we're a small channel. I think we'll be okay. I'm gonna stay positive that we'll be okay, at least for sharing that 20-year-old personal freestyle. There's some wild shit on there though, man, on that tape. Like I said, it's all alcohol inspired. There's definitely lots of references to alcohol and drug use, but there's definitely some raunchy freaking sexual innuendo and just really racy stuff that I used to come up with. Oh yeah. Here's a little look inside. Hell yeah. And then Gunny squonking with the flip side and the Republic, and of course his legend trophy, a little sugar moon pie. We all know Gunny's a legend. He's got the trophy to prove it. And back to Artifice. Artifice laid out all the different liquids that he currently has, and he's going to have more on the way. I was hoping to get your order out tomorrow morning, Artifice, and that still is the plan, but we'll kind of have to see how things go. Wednesday morning at the latest, I promise. Yeah, this is all the things. And also want to remind people that deep cuts, Eric can use all the support he can get. Don't forget about deep cuts. Obviously, we're all about DIY here. JMW, Lady Liberty, FDH has formed quite the bond as far as supporting each other and shouting each other out. But let's not forget our old school industry friends. They need your love and support too. And the best way to support Eric is you can purchase his liquids from Steel Valley or Homeboy. But the best way to support Eric is Vinyl and Vapor direct. He can definitely use it these days. You have the keychain. Mine's black and blue. Whatever works for you. If my girlfriend runs out, I'll share some of my creamy pumpkin spice. Nice. I forgot who shared this. Nick 420 Kid. I think he just got this 0x because he had posted this in the JMW Mech Madness channel. I'm 45. I just turned 45, Jeremy. He had shared it with a couple different RTAs on it. It looked like, you get a new mod and you're like, what does it look like with this and that and this and that on it? A lot of times that's what'll happen when I get a new squonker. Even before I set it up, I'll screw a couple different RDAs onto it. Maybe try a couple different drip tip beauty ring combos, color combinations, and kind of get an idea of what I want to rock on it first. That kind of looks like that's what he was doing here. He's got the, I always forget the name of this damn thing. That tank on the 0x. I still want a 02. Dude, so do I. And somebody sent me a link to the Zero Mods group a few weeks back, and I completely forgot who it was. And I can't remember if I clicked it and asked to join or not. But I used to be a member in the Zero Mods group when it was like brand spanking new, and I'm not a member there anymore. And I would love to get either a 02 or the Skull edition of the SQ someday. Some flavors have been there. I haven't even tried yet. The Emperor. That's it. Thank you, Unknown. Thank you. I knew it was something like that. And then Frank. Frank looks like he got some cool Lucky 13 panels for his stubby. Rocking the XO. I love that. I got these panels are Lucky 13. These on my Molly. Love Lucky 13. He's a good guy too. Couple different angles so you can kind of get an idea of what the whole setup looks like. Very cool, Frank. Thank you for sharing that. I love that. Oh yeah, and that's the drip tip from the Team Single Coil kit. I love the way that matches. That's the 510 tip from the Team Single Coil kit. Yeah, hell yeah. Dude, hard to believe Kaz used to fucking rock mech tubes. But he was Team TBL back in the day, if I recall correctly. Look at all those. Let's freaking go. This is from Kaz. Some mech porn and some button porn. Little hand checky check. Used to rock the mech tubes. You'll love to see it. Gotta go lay down. It's too late. Too hot to be working outside. I feel you, Ronnie. Go relax, brother. Cool down. Enjoy your night, my friend. Always a pleasure to see you. Tim, Blueberry Frosted Cereal. Oh, yeah, they got the 120s now. And I forget the purple, the royal purple or whatever the name of that color was, but he's got the stack. He's got the special matchy R3 and that drip tip. Oh, look at that drip tip is so sexy too. You back? Welcome back. Yeah, but don't forget, they've got the 120s now. Also, Tim, he's learning from the master. But hit him up if you need anything custom powder coated, and you guys can work out all the details with Tim there. As far as I know, he's still just doing single color, but he's learning on how to do more than just that. But if you need something powder coated, hit him up and you can work that out with Tim. Obviously, it's not free coatings. Just a disclaimer there. Got to pay the man for his work. Cassie, I still love this setup. All the purples, maple bourbon cheesecake. I bet they are happy themselves to have the 120 bottles in, because now they don't have to remix 60s as often. Little maple bourbon cheesecake, the R3 on the gar with the custom printed battery panel. I love that setup. Patrick's growing DVD and CD collection. He needs a shelf. But it's actually a miracle he's managed to get those stacked up like that. I used to have quite the collection like that, even bigger back in the day. Unfortunately, the DVD collections was the first thing that went when I lost my job right before Dean was born in 2012. I do still have over 400 CDs, though. They're in boxes in my storage room. Over 400 just hip-hop CDs, ranging all the way back from the early 80s to the early 2000s. Well, there's some stuff in the 2010s too. And then that the 400 is just hip hop. There's probably another 100 of like classic rock, punk rock, and other random stuff. But Patrick, music and movies keeps him happy. I love to see his collection continue to grow. This is the inside of the mech that we were talking about. I don't see anything out of place, out of order. But yeah, 80s and 90s hip hop. Yeah, it was the golden era. The golden era for sure. Especially from 93 to 97. 1993 to 1997 was the hip hop golden era. Maybe you could go back to 92. Because some of that early new school stuff was from like 92. The HQ Purge stack mod. Thank you. And that's it. That's everything that we had sent in for today. Thank you guys for sharing. We do have just a little under an hour to get some things done. I apologize. I drink only 2 kinds of alcohol usually. Mine or someone else's. And tonight, my roomie bought me 2 Imperial IPAs. Sorry, it was free. It's hard to say no, I swear. Well, listen, Patrick, I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you, brother. I am mental as fuck, Steve. Yeah, yeah. I just hope you're doing okay. That's all. As long as you're feeling all right, my man. And you know I'm not gonna judge you. One of my favorite things about buying liquid from DIYers is I can do 1.5 or 2 milligram without having to mix it. Yeah, and I mean I vape 1.5 and 2 milligrams personally. So, little sippy sip of coffee. So, I kind of wanted to get another mech squonk set up, but I broke out 2 RTAs and I couldn't decide which one I wanted to do. I was thinking about wicking up this guy because I'm kind of in the mood for a little oh my god it's blueberry. And this is the original basic 1.0 with the Ultim cap on it. It's on an OG full mech XMTC Eternity. Adopt a tree. I was thinking about just wicking this up. But first and foremost, I was thinking about either re-wicking an RTA or rebuilding an RTA. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. One of these two. And it's been longer since I've used the original Blaze. The original Blaze doesn't need to be rebuilt. It just needs to be re-wicked. It's got a set of Twisted Timmy's Alien V1s inside of it. Or Twisted Timmy's 4-core Aliens. I think it's Alien V1s. It's been a while since I rocked this. However, the Osiris Mini does need a new build inside of it because I wanted to try some 2.5 millimeter coils. Now I have a set of coils here that was run inside the Bonza Pro. No. These were run inside the RTA for vaping for literally a couple days before I took them out and went back to the single coil build for the RTA for vaping. I was thinking about taking the coils out of here and doing a rebuild. And that's what I think. As much as it's been a while since I ran this one, I kind of want to do a rebuild on the Osiris Mini. But I'm also open to listen if you guys have a preference. This one is definitely going to be a much more higher wattage. This used to be one of my dailies, dude. I used to vape this everywhere I went. I would take this. At the time, it was before I broke my black gen. I would take this out of the house with me with a black gen, and I would rock this at 130 watts. That was my daily. But I think I kind of want to do the Osiris. And I'll show you why. Let's bring this down. Rebuild. Let's do it. Let's rebuild. We got time to at least do one rebuild. And maybe one rewick. It's hard, man. I got all these devices. And it gets to that point where there's so many things on the desk. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is still going too. And I re-wicked this a couple days after doing the wicking this on Friday. This literally needs to be re-wicked every 2 days. It's been another 2 days. I had this crackling so good. But now it feels like it's going dry. This is that Innova. I think this is getting cleaned out after the show. Along with the Bonza Pro RTA is going to get cleaned out. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how much room I can maintain on my desk. There's like literally 6 or 7 things already set up. But we have to take this off. We're going to move that mod to the side. Let's set up our shot here. Bam. Oh, stop sharing. That has to go away. Might try 13 Feet's Cotton in the Nightmare V2, but I'm so glued to my Mav X. I think the 13 Feet absorbs way faster. Let's see. There we go. All right. Cool. And we look focused so far. This has to get popped off. Come on. You got to like turn this thing so like it lines up and then pop it out. Come on. There we go. Bam. It's out. Set that to the side. See, this had a set of 3mm coils that Dan had built a while back. And they're like in there okay. Like they see here, let me go tight and then focus. Hold on, this has to get tightened up a little bit. There we go. All right, sick. These got to come out of there. So I got to get like a little flathead to get these out of there. The light has not been my friend lately. That's a little better. There we go. You see what I mean? I don't know. They just feel like they're kind of cramped in there a little bit. So I'm going to get a set of 2.5mm in there. And hopefully they're already cut to the length that I need them at. But I definitely want these coils out of here. They're old. Boop. Oh man, no, shit. Those legs are long. We'll see if we can make this work. If not, I'll just grab another new set and cut the legs longer. Bam. Because this is what I got out. These are the Duchess. There we go. The 3x28x36, 2.5mm. As you can see, they were already used, but not for long. I'm just hoping that those legs are cut long enough. I think I might be able to pop them in there like this and kind of hold them up. Let's see. Because it just needs to grab the legs. You see what I mean? Just kind of want them to sit at the same height. Never mind my fat fingers. I'm just trying to make sure that the coils stay kind of at the same height. Flatheads. I always like flatheads, except for when they're like embedded back behind some freaking wicking frickin' ports. And then you can, there we go. Just want to make sure that they're tight all the way. There we go. All right. There we go. Now we just got to kind of move them out. Okay, so these coils were literally run for like 2 days. And then I was like, I'm going back to the, what you call it? Single coil build. Push this to the center a little bit more. Push this one to the center a little bit more. This one I think needs to be lifted up a touch. Come on. Trying to lift and pull at the same time. And I think we're golden right there. I think we're golden right there. What do you guys think? Or does one need to come out a touch more? How do those look? They look even? Yeah, I'd say so. Boop. Upside down, but I'd say they're even, same height. Used but not abused coils? Yeah. I think we're good right there. All right. Let's get some heat to them. This coil seems like it wants to spring back to the center a little bit more. So I keep trying to like bring it a little bit closer to that airflow. There we go. And then this one wants to keep springing back down. All right. We're going to rock and roll with that like that. They're reading a 0.10, but that's not what they're going to come out to. Bed single. Yeah, 0.13. There we go. 0.13. They're probably going to come up to like a 0.14-ish. We need a little bit more heat. You can tell that these coils weren't used long because there's still some tints of blue in them. This little hot spot right here on the end, we can just kind of tug that wrap away from there, from the one next to it, and that should hopefully help. All right, I think we're good. We're in. And it just looks like there's so much more space for airflow to swirl around those coils than with the 3mm. Like the airflow is definitely going to hit the sides of those coils, the underneath side of those coils, and the airflow is going to envelop the fullness of the coil a little bit more than the 3mm. And also, I think it should open up the airflow a touch as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to reread. Oh yeah, 0.134. So pretty much right dead on where they were. And let's get our cotton out. All right. 2.5mm FDH wicks. Wicking this guy is a little bit of a technique to it. I will show you as we do it. Those are probably a little bit longer than they need to be. That's actually a pretty nice shot once you get enough light on it. Still gonna peel a sliver off the side of each of these pieces of cotton. Not gonna do the old bacon roll technique or nothing. All right, that should do it. All right. A little snug, but not too bad. I'm going to pull these back that way so I can sneak this one in here. Hopefully not catch any. Catch the one wick on the other. Sometimes that'll happen. There we go. Don't forget speed holes. Yeah, right. Not on this RTA. It's wait a cotton picking minute. Wait a cotton picking minute. Prepping a whole bag of 13 feet cotton the way Steve-O does, but also trimming all the ugly ends. See, I trimmed all the ugly ends off too. You remembered how I said I did that? That's crazy. All right. So we're just going to snip that. Trim it. I'm going to thin this out, but not too much, just the ends. But I've got to thin this out enough to be able to get those ends into those wicking ports. You want the cotton to be thin-ish down below, but up top you still want it to be poofy. Otherwise, this RTA will flood. But it's like an interesting balance, and I'll show you. If you're not familiar with this RTA, it's an interesting balance on how to wick this guy. All right, that should do. So I don't think I've ever been able to show this since we've had this top-down camera. So fluffy. I want to pull these guys away from each other. And then I want to drop this up and down in there, right? I'll do one side at a time. I'm going to drop this up. Hold on. Maybe if I flip this one, it might go in a little, this side a little easier. Up and in. All right. Now here's the trick. What I like to do is I like to pull this out through here. And that kind of makes sure that all the cotton is straight. None of it's bunched up on the inside there. Then I'll pull this back up. Do that with that side too. Still trying to make sure that it's going in there nice and loose, and but pulling it from here will hopefully take out any bunched up clumps of cotton that might have gotten folded up on the inside there. Then I'm going to pull this up to kind of loosen the slack, you know, get some slack on it and keep those tops nice and poofy. And then I'm going to come in from the bottom here with my scissors and cut evenly against that right there. So pull that out and then line that right up with the edge and snip as close as I can. So, and then I can kind of feather that out just to make sure it's not crimped. Actually, let me get that corner. Feather that out, make sure it's not crimped. And then I can tuck this up, pull this up, and then tuck that back in there. Very lightly. Tuck that back in there. So when you're looking at it, you can see just maybe a little bit of space underneath the very tips of those wicks. Like, so the liquid can come in at the very underneath side and hit the very tips of the cotton, right? So it can absorb easily, but you want this up top to be fluffy and there to be no space open up at the top here. So these little puff balls up top are going to stop the liquid from flowing in too fast. But the feathered up, like the feathered ends and the space at the bottom, allow the liquid to at least flow in at first and start absorbing more quickly. And then I'm just going to do that on the other side. When the liquid expands, it'll help that corner stay filled in too. All right. So let's do that again. On this side. Watched Final Destination last night, popping in part 2 while I finished the stream. Oh, nice. Used to love those movies. Scared the crap out of me. Making the final folding cuts right now, actually. Nice. 10K watching? I wish 10K were watching. Maybe not. Maybe not 10K, but it'd be cool if we blew up a little. But I do like how Wickin It and Kickin It is a little bit more intimate. You know what I mean? We had Friday night or Thursday night, we had a lot of viewers. Oh, gosh. Getting that in there can be tricky. This one actually might need to be thinned out a little bit more. There we go. All right. Let's get this guy in there. Oh. We'll fix it. We'll fix it when we pull it through. She's a tricky one. But she's worth it, I think. For a 25 millimeter RTA dual coil, I think I get great flavor from this guy. There we go. Pull that out. Same with this side. Reach in. Pull it out. Straighten it out. What time are we looking at? 9:04? We're doing okay. All right. All right. Now, again, against the edge here as close as possible and snip. And snip. Feather it out. Pull that up. Feather it out. Pull this up. I think we're good. All right. Easy peasy. Some extra steps, but it works, I tell you. It works. I'm going to bust out an oldie but a goodie. Something Candyman, Candyman, Candyman. You know, I think the guy from the morgue and PT is responsible. What? I don't live here anymore. Oh yeah, the second one is one of my favorites. Oh yeah. Actually got a chance to jump back in. The baby ain't feeling good. Oh man, I'm sorry. I hope she feels better. That's always the worst, especially when they're so young. You never know for sure, like, what's going on. They can't tell you what's wrong. Okay, so this is Coconut Crunch. Mao's Coconut Crunch. I haven't had this in a good while. I've been saving this and steeping this. To be honest, I think I finally have been able to source the one missing flavor to mix this on my own that I wasn't able to source. So I can vap some of it now. I probably still won't finish the bottle because I'll probably vape through like half of this and then save like the other half of what's left for a squonk setup. Because I used to love squonking this in the Broken Addy. Let's get this juiced up. Turn the wattage up a touch. There we go. Oh, it smells so good. Let's see here. I just kind of want to clean this up a little. Not trying to like push those back down, but I'm just trying to clean up the little straggly bits. Hit it from this side too. Just kind of clean it up a little, that's all. This is where the OCD from Steve OCD comes from. Just cleaning up some of those flyaway pieces of cotton that just get stuck on everything else, you know. All right. There we have it. Turn the wattage up just to kind of give it a test. About 60 watts. Hell yeah. All right. Now we can bring this back out. Line this up to however it goes. Can never really remember. There we go. Boom. Then you gotta remember on the bottom of this guy to lock it. There's a little lock. So now it can't come apart. Close the juice flow all the way. Fill it. good enough. I need to get some batteries out. Hopefully this drip tip does okay, because I stole the drip tip that was on this for the what's it called? The Anunnaki and Hyperion setup. So I had that clear frosted drip tip, but now I went with an Ultim because I think it matches some of the accent parts of this gen here. Like that button and this little accents there. These Vapresso gens have been through a lot. I've had them for many years, and they still keep on kicking. I don't have my black one yet, though, because I gave it to Angel. It was supposed to come back. There we go. Even the liquid, the color of the liquid kind of makes it look matchy-matchy, too. New load. Reading a 0.14, right where it should. 66 watts. We'll start there. 67. All right. Let's vape it. Let's vape it. Getting all the cuts back into the bag is the tricky part, but I did it. Hell yeah. Hold on. Oh yeah. Yeah. See, well, I used to separate it into separate bags if I couldn't fit it all into one, but that works. Hold on a second. Oh shit. I totally missed that part. Hold on. I'll see if we can share that without having to move everything to the folder. I'm lost. My brain is scrambled. Here we go. All right. Here we are. All ready to rock. 67 watts for the inaugural toot. Let's open the juice flow. Bam. And let's rip it. I think it needs a little more power still. $72 watts. Starting to see some bubbles starting to form. Man, he really went heavy on the cookie base in this coconut crunchies, but I'll tell you what, it's delicious. Can't believe I scored multiple Quell, Living Legends, and ENA from a mystery box. Dude, that is crazy. That is crazy. Ultim, yes, sir. Yeah. I like Ultim. I know some people don't, but I like it. Look at that. And even the color of the liquid even matches. Yum, yum. I wonder if I can do this. Hold on. This is going to be kind of goofy. But I'm going to share my entire screen. So we can... Look, this is what he's talking about. Well, there's that. That looks dope as heck. But he cut all of his 13 feet into little pieces like that. That's how I would cut all mine too. Pre-prep the whole bag. 64 pieces, all about 2 inches long. And then he got them all back into the bag. Nice. Nice. All right. Had that Vapresso mod too. It was so good. Had to bin it because there was a lot of liquid inside of that thing for some reason. Don't think they ship to the States. I only know. Let's see. You guys talking about nitri? Let's go. I think I have another Ultim drip tip that might be a little like less wide bore. This says Druga on it. I thought I had one that was a little less wide bore, like something that's a little more narrow, and that would help kick the flavor up another little tick. But this is vaping great. 72 watts, tastes like coconut crunch. Wicking's keeping up. It's nice and warm. Oh, I almost forgot too. I hit up Jared last night. Things have been pretty stressful lately. I almost fell off the wagon and started smoking it. Oh no, dude. You still got that setup that I sent you? If you need coils for it, I might be able to take a poke around and find some places where you may be able to order coils. At the very least, if you find Danny Allman in the JMW group, Danny Allman, I think his profile picture is a picture of his Rottweiler. Yeah, Kaz, that would be awesome. But if you hit him up, he can drop ship coils, and he usually can get GTX coils at a discounted rate. You just pay him with PayPal, and he can have them drop shipped to you. We'll get you set up. Man, that's good. I want to wick up one more thing while we still have 10 minutes left. Yeah, I definitely don't want to get you see you have to start smoking again. That's why we sent you that setup. But if you need coils and liquid, we'll find a way. Oh. 2-year steep cookie cane. Damn, that's getting real saturated now. It's breaking in real nice. Vaping like a dream. So probably what I'll do is this RTA will stay in rotation for the week. And the Bonza Pro, once I finish that tank, will get broken down. I want to set this up real quick before the dopamine dump starts. We got 10 minutes. It's just a quick wick job and setting up a squonk. Let's get this RDA off of here. This one probably will need a new coil the next time around I bring it out, but right now I think it should be okay. I like cookie cane, but it's just not an all-day vape. Oh, no, it's all good, man. You enjoy what you enjoy. Actually, I think we might have already rebuilt this. Huh. Let's get this wicked up real quick. My offer, Mike, of course, is, oh, yeah, free of charge. Rather get you what you need instead of smoking stinkies. Kaz, I love you, brother. Let's get back in tight. there is the notification for the dopamine dump. But let's just wick. This will only take a second to get wicked up. All right. And then set up. Again, let's 0.24. Just give this a quick glow. This is a real quick one. Want to get some, oh my God, it's blueberry in rotation. I've been a little bit too long without any oh my God, it's blueberry in my life. So this is going to be an oh my God, it's blueberry setup. Yeah, please don't smoke, Mike. I understand that it can be stressful, brother. I know what it's like having a newborn in the home. It's been a long time, but I know. And also, when Dean was first born, Angel had nerve damage in her neck from giving birth. And for the first 6 months of Dean's life, she wasn't even, per doctor's orders, she wasn't supposed to hold him for any lengthy periods of time. So I had to get up and feed him and stuff in the middle of the night and all that good stuff. She tried, even though she wasn't supposed to, but it oftentimes led to more complications. That coil glows. No, it's the camera. The camera making this specific camera makes these coils glow blue. So we got to get another squonk in rotation here. Just a little bit of, oh my God, it's blueberry. There we go. Just a quick little pop in. Boop. Quick little pop in on both sides and we're ready to go. Just another quick one to finish off the stream and have something else new in the lineup for the week. Grab my little bottle of blueberry. I got a big bottle for squonk filling. Let's turn the wattage up just so we can work the liquid into the coil here. Before I started collecting broken addies like crazy, and before my squonk collection started growing, this basic 1.0 with the Ultim cap was literally all I vaped every day for a long time, for a while there. Oh my God, it's blueberry. Except I was putting much more beefier coils inside this thing. Now I run a little bit more smaller mass coils. But I was running triple 26s in this thing. All right, so what I need to do now is I need to loosen that so we can pop the cap on, line these airflows up. Hold on. A little bit of straggly cotton sticking out there. Boop. Line those airflows up. Let's bring this back out. There we go. Got our beauty ring on. Carefully. This should already be set to the correct height, this 510. Let me lift this up so it's kind of straight because that cap kind of sits on crooked. There we go. Let's get our big bottle out. Ultimate. Yeah, I guess Ultimate is the theme tonight. I didn't really consider that, but I guess, yeah, it kind of is. The big boy makes it much easier to fill up a squonk bottle with the big boy here. Come on. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I lied. All right, I lied. I gotta get something that'll put the nozzle down in there. Normally, I can squeeze it so it just fits right down the hole, but it kept on wanting to bubble up on me. There we go. And then what I do is, this has like this little Sunbox label on it. I put that to the back so I can't see it and I can't feel it when I press the bottle. Put that to the back. These are really small squonk bottles, but it's the only thing that fits inside this mod. Also, what's up, Seamus? Have no Ultim or I'd follow. Oh, yeah, that would be cool. All right. Let's get our battery in there, our yellow battery. There we go. Bam. That's old school setup. Depending on what colors you like, not everybody might think this is the most pleasing color squonker, but I love this setup. This is so old school. 2017 classic wooden mech squonk. XMTC, I believe they're located in Ukraine, is where this modder is from. We're ready to rock and roll with it. There we go. This a little bit different color and lighting on this camera, and the Ultim matches that real nicely. Cheers. Andy Tom, what's up, dude? Skawunk. It's been a while since I enjoyed some, oh my god, it's blueberry. So it takes a little bit for my palate to kind of adjust to it. The custard base hits a little bit heavier at first, but then once it breaks into the coil and I adjust to it, that blueberry really starts to pop for me. This batch was mixed on January 15th. 1.75 milligrams. I don't know why I went in between, but for some reason for this one I did. Need to place an order soon. I feel that. Think I'm gonna try and get stuff to start building again. Have a hobby again would be good for me. Yeah, it probably would be. It probably would be. If the world versus 90s sucks donkey dick, so I always want to adjust. Yeah. 2 days ago, I contemplated suicide. Steve-O messaged me and I rethought my decision. Maybe not the same, but please realize, brother, we are here for you. That's very true. I'm glad I was able to be there for you, Patrick. Overloaded mentally, sorry. Snow, I fucking love you, dude. Life is just too much. Please be okay, Moose. Moose, yeah, please be okay. Good night, Rice. Gonna catch some sleep. Was fun hanging. Absolutely. Really, really thank you guys for being here tonight. And I want to thank everybody that shared that they were going through something or shared their experience, how the community helped them. I think it's really important. Like we talk about the importance of mental health. We talk about how the community is a positive place for us. But I think it's important for people to share a little bit more in depth, not always all the details, but a little bit more in depth of what happened and how the community helped you. You know what I mean? And I definitely want everybody here to wake up on this side of the dirt every morning. I love you guys. You guys are my main drive, my support system. And I appreciate you guys being here all the time. And I try my best to be there for you as well. I know sometimes I can get busy and I may not respond right away. But please know if anybody does ever feel like they would like to reach out to me, I will respond. It's something that I make it a point to do. Sometimes I can get distracted and I can get bogged down and it might take me a little while, but I will always respond. Easy to avoid alcohol when you are buying it, but when it's free, God fucking damn it. I get that. I get that, brother. Thank you, man. I just try my best to be myself and try to be there for people. I do want to grab this link. Let me grab this real quick here. Copy link. Because we are finishing up here on Wickin It and Kickin It tonight. But that is not the end of tonight's entertainment. You can head on over to Twitch for the dopamine dump and show some love and support for the wee baby Seamus. That's the link right there. Don't forget that the JMW Discord is open for people to hang out in and keep each other company. I definitely have quite the workload for myself tonight. But if I see people hanging out in there, I will certainly drop in to say hello. 2 beer hugs and Sam Camnizo. Thank you, guys. Thank you. My kids keep me going, says Mike, my girl, and I always look forward to the lives. I have a hard time reaching out. I don't like to bother people. I do understand that, but please know that it's not a bother, especially if you're reaching out for help or even if you're not specifically like reaching out to say that you need help, if you just need someone to talk to, an ear to listen to or whatever, just know that even if you're the one reaching out for help, please understand that it helps me as well for us to be there for each other. It helps me just as much to be there to help somebody else. It's a very big, important piece of my life these days. And it's also a great reminder to remind me not to let myself get too bogged down into what I'm doing. Sometimes I do need to take a step back, take a break, and socialize. That's why the Wickin It and Kickin It, regardless of how busy I am, is so important. It's important for me to take a step back, take a break, and socialize. you know. There is the link for the JMW Discord again. Guys, I love you all. Please go show some love to the wee baby Seamus. And like I said, please don't forget that even if you don't feel comfortable reaching out to somebody that you know in the community, there are places that you can reach out to talk to someone anonymously. The 988 or that lifeline.org right there, 116123 in the UK. I already forgot the Australian one, but I'm going to go back and I'm going to make sure to write it down because I'm going to add it to this banner. I don't know what I just did. Oh, there we go. Okay. Y'all have a great night. You have a great night as well. Just a little recap. I'm not going to show everything, but these are the two things that we did add to the lineup this week. Yes, I guess Ultim is the theme. I got other things that need to be broken down. 1, 3, 1, 1, 1, 13, 11, 14. I'm going to remember that. 13, 11, 14 for Australia. Thank you, 404. Guys, thanks for being here for me tonight. You guys are here for me, so I try to make sure to be here for you. Hope everybody has a great week. And appreciate all the love and support. I've said that a million times. So I am going to end it like I always do and say thank you, as always, for wicking it and kicking it with me. Oh, throw any of your last words, one-liners, hashtags, whatever in the chat. A bunch of you are already on top of it. Thank you, as always, for wicking it and kicking it with me. We are JMW.